Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the One Music GH, and today we'll be doing something very interesting. I hope you enjoy this video. Please do like the video, share the video, also subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the notification. Press notification so that in case there is any editing or a new video, you will be the first to get it. So today we are going to remove the cage from a picture, or let's say there is a content before your picture, or let me make it very simple. Cage dog, yes. So let's say these are dogs in cages and we are trying to you download one of the pictures, remove the cage or the rods from the picture, so that we have a free dog, that is a dog that is not caged. How are you going to do that with Photoshop? So we are going to look at the simplest way we can do that, and also how best we can do that and cover up all traces. Now this is the picture we are going to download. So let's say I am done downloading. Let me download. Save image as. So I've saved the image on my desktop. Let me close this. Go to my Photoshop, Control plus O will be open. So Control O will give me open. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the picture of the dog in my window. Correct. So I have the picture here in my Photoshop and I'm going to work on it. What we are going to do, as I said, is that we are going to remove these bars from the picture and make the dog free. And before that, if you want to work on any picture, it is better you duplicate the picture. That is, you press Ctrl J to duplicate the picture. See, I have layer 1 here. Initially it was this, so once you press Ctrl J, you duplicate the picture. That is, you have an exact copy of the picture which you are going to work on. So any changes you make will not affect the main file or the original file. Good. So you have duplicated it, but in this case I don't want to, or let's say I don't have any future plan for this picture. So let's keep the original and let's work on the original. But before you edit a picture, make sure that your editing falls on a layer. So let's create a new layer before we go to whatever tool we want to use. Great. Now I have this, and the main tools we are going to use here today are two. We have the brush tool and the healing tool, the healing brush tool. Okay, so let's choose the brush tool first, which is what we are going to use. Now look at the size. I can increase the size of the brush from this section. Look at the size, but I want it to be very small. And from that, what you are going to do again is that the next step, you are going to paint over the bars. We are going to paint over the bars, but there is a very let's say time-saving way to do it. There is a very good way or fast way to do it. So there is a faster way to do it. So you place your brush on the tip of the rod or the metal. You click once to paint over it, and you come down to any point you want to paint up to without clicking. You come to that point, hold your shift and click on it once. Yes, so this is what I have. When I say click on it, I mean you left click. Okay, let's come to this side too. You click here once, come to the bottom part, Same process, you hold your shift and click to cover it up. Let's do same for every part or the rest of the bars. You click, come down here, nice, click, come down here, shift, click, good, you are getting it. Then you come down here, shift, click, click, come down here, shift, click, you come down here, shift and click, good, you click here, you come to the far end, shift, click. Because these are straight lines, that's why I just did it that way. But let's say if they were to be curved this way, you would have to go along the curves. Okay, that means you have to click, go sideways, click, come to the other side, click, until you have your total curves. Okay, now what is our next step here? Our next step is that we are going to select the paint we have overlaid on the picture. And how do we select? That is why I asked you to create a layer, else you can't do this. Now you bring your cursor or your pointer to the display in this layer, the layer 1 display, place it in the middle, hold Ctrl and click once. See, we have a selection around the overlay or the paint we painted on the picture. We have a selection there. Your next step is that you close the eye of this layer, the switch of the layer. But still, when we close the eye, you can see that still our selection is still there, or our ants are walking around. Good. Come back to the background, click on the background. The reason why we are coming back to the background is that the obstacle or the content we are trying to do away with is on the background picture, not on the layer. So you come back to this background, click on the background. Then the next thing is that you are going to fill this with a content aware fill. That means this software, Photoshop, has to think for us that we don't want the rods there or the selected parts there, so it has to take it away for us. So let's see if the magic works. Now to fill, you press Shift plus backspace. The last time we talked about foreground, background, talked about the color and the rest. Today we are on content aware, because this is a content we do not want. So we are aware of the content, but we don't want it. So you press on content aware. Make sure this is on the normal mode. This is 100% opacity before you click OK. Let's see the magic. Good. Press Ctrl D to deselect. Let's see. So nice. Now you can see that the bars are missing. There is nothing in front of the dog again. The dog is free. But when you zoom in, you will see the traces of the rods or our selection here. How do we do away with the traces? You come back to this tool, which is the spot healing brush. You click on the spot healing brush, and then you double click and drag along. You click and drag along to clean the traces left behind by our editing. So this is how I clean my traces. Good. So that there will be no traces for someone to criticize you with. Nice. So this will correct everything. Yeah. So you take your time and correct almost all the mistakes you find. Good. Just take your time, don't rush, and play around with your tool. Very good. Play around with your tool. Let's see the other parts. Good. So now what you're going to do next after we are done here is that this is a mistake we need to do away with. But the real truth here is that if you try to use the healing tool, it wouldn't work as it should. Yeah, if you try to use the healing tool, look at what happens. You suffer. Okay, so Control Z to go back. Let's see how to deal with it. There is another tool I'd wanted to talk about in the next video, but let me just give you this as a tip so that it can help you out in your practice. It is called a clone tool. We are going to clone this part and use that for this part. Okay, we are going to copy. It's more like copy and paste. And how do we clone? After you hit on the clone tool, you come here, you press Alt, and then you double click and drag along the place where you want to copy. So now I have the place where I want to copy up to, and that is where I'll be working. Nice. Now you can see the effect I'm getting from the clone tool. Yes, let me clone more. Yes, good. Let's see if you can clone more. Good. Make sure you are doing something perfect. This is not perfect, so I'll clean it. Come back to where I was supposed to go. So let's clone other parts. Let's clone this part and see if it will work. Nice. Nice. So it is up to us to copy the right paths to clone. Good. Now it's okay. Let's zoom out and see. Nice. This is what we have here. You can go ahead and make few changes too. Yes, but we will talk about those functions later. This is mainly how you can remove cages from any animal or any picture of your choice. It applies to almost everything, just that sometimes you won't get it as perfect as you have here. So keep on practicing, find out new things, and please, those on the WhatsApp platform, make sure you copy or you save the image from Google and do the same work. After that, post them in the group and we will discuss more on it. Thank you very much, and I say goodbye. Please subscribe to the channel, press the notification bar, like this video, comment your questions here and your suggestions. Thank you. Bye.